The owner of this Havana apartment rents rooms to tourists. Just when new and highly unpopular restrictions on Cuba's fledgling private sector were about to go into effect last week, authorities surprised everyone.
They'd forbidden families from having more than one license, but now they've lifted the limit so that, for example, we can also sell handicrafts or food.
In another unusual response to public pressure, plans to limit private restaurants to only 50 chairs were also scrapped. 13% of the workforce has moved over to the private sector, many of them professionals who've abandoned their jobs in state-run enterprises, like mechanical engineer HIRTZEL SILVA.
I would have preferred to earn half or a quarter of what I earn here as a cashier, just to stay in my profession, which I love. But I couldn't earn even a fraction of that, or to support my family working for the state.
The dominant state sector is struggling to keep employees, which may help explain attempts to limit small privately run businesses.
The very fact that there are categories, specific categories in which people can start their own businesses, mean that you cannot do or you cannot start a business in every area, in any area of the economy, in every sector.
New demands and restrictions have been placed even on private taxis, despite the acute shortage of public transportation. Unlike Vietnam and China, the Communist Party here still views the private sector with suspicion for many reasons, including ideological, social, and geopolitical. Cuban government leaders are afraid that a growing and increasingly sophisticated private sector will help advance the U.S. government's anti-communist agenda here. In fact, both President Barack Obama and now President Donald Trump have repeatedly said that they want to help and encourage the private sector because they view it as an engine for political change here. But the decision to backtrack on plans to reduce the private sector even further seems to be recognition that, like it or not, Cuba's struggling economy needs it. Lucia, Newman, Al Jazeera, Havana.